Welcome at the Yoga Temple in Haarlem. Very nice that you're there. So today is going to be a 45-minute backbend class and we need a block for this. So we start like Barbara is laying down over the block, and I will show you how to do that. You take the block and you put the block on the place where your heart is, so not your physical heart but your heart center, so the center of the chest, so that the tops of the shoulders are hanging over. And so you roll yourself down, maybe place a blanket or a book under your head, and just stay there for, let's say, 3 deep inhales and exhales. So where you now exhale everything out. And then give yourself a huge deep inhale so that you feel the sides of your lungs as well, 3-dimensional. Hold the breath maybe, and then exhale everything out and melting over the block all the way until the lower belly. Let's do that 2 more times. So inhale very deep, feel the complete lungs all the way to the tops of the shoulders. And then exhale everything out, all the way everything out till the lower belly, and let your shoulders melt. And then the last time, super deep in, and in. And then exhale everything out, 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 out. And take your time for a moment to relax the jaw. And then slowly, slowly make your way up to a sitting position. So you can place your elbows on the floor, lift your head up to make it more safe. Keeping the eyes closed or very, very soft. And sit yourself on a block. And as soon as you find yourself in a comfortable seat with the shoulders relaxed and with the knees very low, just feel for a moment the block still in between the shoulder blades and how it lifts the heart a little bit up. There you place your hands in front of the heart. We tune in with 3 times an Om. So again, first exhale everything out. Give yourself a huge deep inhale. In, and a little bit more in. Just for a moment, feel the silence, where you're truly home. And gently open your eyes. Slowly, slowly take your block underneath you away. Come on hands and knees into a down dog. Open the fingers wide. Let's make the legs very, very long, lifting the sitting bones all the way up from the kneecaps, the arms strong and soft and hard. So let's do 3 deep in and exhales here, where you now exhale everything out. And then a huge deep inhale. And exhale. And a very deep inhale. And exhale. And then one more deep inhale. And exhale. And lifting up your right leg on an inhale. And gently step in between the hands on your exhale. Let the left knee drop to the floor and lift up your arms while inhaling. Make it very, very wide and place your hands in Namaste behind the head. So the fingertips pointing backwards, that's it. Then open the elbows wide out. And again, 2 deep inhales. Hand palms together, fingertips backwards, like a Namaste. Steady in. And exhale. Again, open the lungs on a deep inhale, elbows out, and exhale. And one more, very deep in, open the ribs, open the lungs, even lift up the heart space. And exhale, lengthen the arms, maybe out to the ceiling on an inhale, and placing the hands on the floor on an exhale. Come to a high plank on an inhale. Let's stay there on an exhale. Then one more, super deep in. And then slowly come to the floor on your exhale. Make a cobra with hardly using your hands, just a little bit the hands, inhale. And slowly coming down on an exhale. Again, a cobra without the hands, inhaling. And stay there on an exhale. Lift a little bit higher, bring the shoulder blades a little bit closer, lift the shoulders as high as you can, and then on an exhale, slowly coming with your hands on the floor and the forehead as well. Come on hands and knees on an inhale and to a down dog on an exhale. Give yourself a very, very, very deep inhale. And exhaling everything out. Then slowly on your inhale, lifting up the left leg high. And stepping between the hands on your exhale, right knee on the floor, circle the arms up as high as you can, lengthen out the fingertips, and then on an exhale only bringing your hands to the back and interlace your fingers. Now on an inhale you bend the elbows so that your lungs get a lot of space, and then on an exhale you lengthen the arms and you soften your eyes and the shoulders as well. Let's do 2 more. Inhaling very deep, keep the arms long, lift the heart high. And exhale, soften the eyes, soften the shoulders, soften even your left hip. Again, inhaling very deep, lift up the chest, open the lungs. And exhaling, melting the left hip, the shoulders and dreamy eyes. Then circle the arms up on an inhale, big inhale, hands on the floor on an exhale, high plank. On an inhale, let's stay there, exhale. One more, super deep in, and then slowly coming down all the way to the floor, exhale. Cobra on an inhale, don't press the hands in the floor, just lightly, and exhale, bring the forehead back to the floor. Then on an inhale, lift the chest into a cobra, this time don't use the hands. And on an exhale, lengthen the arms backwards. So the arms all the way backwards. Beautiful. Steady deep in. You can interlace your fingers if you want. And exhale, lifting up the chest more. Make the legs super strong. Steady deep in. And then also lift up the legs while exhaling. Just making those back strong. One more deep in. And then slowly coming down on an exhale, hands under the shoulders, inhale on hands and knees to flow to a down dog on your exhale. Take your time, steady in and full exhale. The right leg is coming up on your inhale and then the knee to the ceiling and the heel to the left sitting bone. So you open to the right side. Flexing the toes, open the toes as much as you can. Lovely. And maybe you bring even your right shoulder a little bit down just to feel the stretch of the opening of your right side a little bit more lower at the sideways. Simply and deeply inhale and stay there, exhale. And then one more, inhaling, and then you kick your right foot, underneath your left arm. So towards me, Barbara. You cross the legs, that's it. Nice. The back foot flat into the floor, and then placing your hand on your heart. So that is the left arm, I think, on the heart. Then open the heart first to the chest with your hand on your chest, And then open the heart towards the ceiling, roll it open, and then open the arms. Make the legs very, very strong. So you want to tuck the tailbone under so that the legs stay strong. One more deep in. And on your exhale, step back to down dog or high plank. Nice, inhaling deep. And then low plank on an exhale, up dog on an in, and down dog on your exhale. One very steady deep in. And exhaling everything out. Here we go. Then the left leg is coming up on your inhale. And you bend the knee towards the ceiling. And your left sitting bone connects close to your ankle. Open that left lung as much as you can. The left side of your body. Lovely. Keep that back leg also very strong. The standing leg and the hands open. And breathe. Jai, breathe. One more, steady deep in. And here we go. This time the left leg underneath your right arm. Leg strong, back foot strong. Tucking the tailbone, the heart, and the hand on the center of your chest. Then open the chest towards the ceiling even more. Lovely. And lengthen the arms out. Lengthen the fingertips as long out. Maybe even open the throat. One more, steady deep in. And from there you can come to a down dog or a high plank to come to the floor and make a vinyasa, or you wait in down dog, that's fine as well. Steady deep in and full exhale. And one more deep in and exhaling. From there look at the front of the mat. Bring the heels high up and bend the knees a little bit, and on your inhale, jump in between the hands on your inhale. And bowing the crown of the head to the floor on an exhale. Then interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, bend the elbows so that the lungs get a lot of space. And then on an exhale, lengthen out the arms super long. Legs strong, pressing the thighs a little bit backwards. Making the knees strong. And on every exhale, gently make an opening by softening the shoulders. Steady in and soften long out. Take your time, two more, deep in. And slow, long exhale. And take one more, steady in. And exhaling. And placing your hands on your hips with the elbows up, yes, shoulder blades together. Coming first halfway up on your inhale, halfway. Yes, stay there, sitting bones backwards, crown of the head forwards on an exhale. Making the legs strong, and on your inhale coming all the way up, tucking the tailbone, and let the hands come next to your body. On an inhale, a huge circle from the heart, lifting up the arms. Lovely, and on an exhale, flying all the way down. Inhale, coming halfway up, and come to a low plank, chaturanga on an exhale. Inhale into a up dog, and exhale to a downward facing dog. Right leg is coming up on your inhale, bending the knee towards the ceiling on an exhale. Steady deep in, open the toes, and on your exhale, step that right foot in between the hands. Circle the arms up on a huge deep inhale, and stay there. Exhale, make the legs strong. One more, steady deep in, and placing both hands on the inside of your right foot on an exhale. Keep the back leg long and strong. Make your neck also long, so the crown of the head is looking forward, so you look at the floor. Yes, steady deep in, and then gently bend the elbows a little bit, coming down. Nice, you can also place the elbows on the floor, steady deep in. And soften, exhale, it's a hip opener, keeping your right knee above the ankle, so it stays a little bit compact here, steady in. And fully exhale. Because we have only 45 minutes, let's do a few poses in one. Gently bring the left knee to the floor. The left knee to the floor. Then flexing your right toes up, and then let the knee drop out. Yes, so we come into a hip opener. A gentle hip opener. Really keep that leg strong. You don't want to bend your ankle. Alright, from there, placing the left hand outside of your matje. Yes, and the right hand on the inside of your knee or your thigh. Then open again, look over your right shoulder, bring the belly away from the thigh and the heart away from your knee. Then open also the right arm and lengthen out your left arm. So the right arm towards the ceiling, yes, behind you even. And then lengthen also your left arm. So you don't want to hang into your shoulder, but you want to lengthen. So your shoulder blades come together. Lifting up, lovely, steady, deep in, and exhale. So we have like a twist and a hip opener and even a heart opener. One more, deep in, and then bringing both hands again on the inside of your foot. Okay, we stay there, we open again the knee out, and this time you grab with your left fingers your right toe. So the elbow and the toe are in one line. And we do the same thing again. Hands first on the inside of your thigh, looking over your right shoulder, keep on breathing. So maybe you want to make like a kind of infinity mudra by opening your left thigh as well. I don't know if you're ready for it, but you can try to lift up your back foot and then to hold your back foot. Yeah. Or maybe just about. Then look over your right shoulder. Lovely. Steady in and exhaling. And let's do one more deep in here. And then slowly coming down on your exhale with both hands on the side of on your foot. So right, steady in into a high plank. And then exhale, low plank, chaturanga, into a up dog on an in. Into a down dog on your exhale. Steady in. Give yourself a long exhale and lifting up your left leg on an inhale. Let's open again the knee towards the ceiling, open the toes, lovely, steady in. And then step your left foot in between the hands on an exhale. Circle the arms up on an inhale. Probably getting really warm now, because it's a quite intense practice. Really make your back leg strong, tucking the tailbone under, and open the hand palms. They are connected to the heart. The hand palms are like an expression of the heart. So really fully open hand palms. And on your next exhale, you can bring both hands on the inside of your foot. Lovely, steady in, long neck. Lengthen yourself out from the crown of the head all the way till your back ankle on your exhale, and melt a little bit the heart towards the floor. So you can bend the elbows a bit or all the way. Steady in, back leg straight. And lengthen out your back ankle backwards and the crown of the head forwards. Just melt the face. Steady in. And keep on breathing. So we're using an unnatural, extra deep breath to take the best out of our practice, to make it as focused as possible. Steady in. And full exhale. Alright, from there you drop the right knee on the floor, lengthen the arms, placing your right hand outside of the mat. Yes, with the fingertips a bit open, that's perfect. Nice, and then placing your left hand on the inside of your knee. Open the chest and lengthen that standing arm, yes, as long as you can. Then placing your left hand on the heart, on the center of your chest, and roll open towards the ceiling. Lovely, and then open the arms and maybe even open the throat. Nice, flexing the toes of your left foot. Flex the toes up so that you make it safe for your knees as well. Alright, so here we have it. A hip opener, a heart opener and a twist all in one. Steady in. And exhale, and one more deep in. Alright, and then bring the hand towards the floor on an exhale. For a moment, just place that foot strong into the floor, and then your right elbow also into the floor, grabbing your toe in yogi toe lock. That's it, the hand on your knee, and we do the same thing again. Open, bring the knee away from the heart, the thigh from the belly, and then open the arm. Yes, maybe lifting up. If you can grab, and then you still want to open, that's it. Very nice. Steady in. And full exhale. 2 more. Deep, deep, deep in. Don't hold the breath, please. And then exhale everything out. And 1 more. Inhale and exhale, alright. And slowly from there come to a high plank on an inhale, into a low plank on an exhale, an up dog on an in and a down dog on your exhale. Steady and deep in and exhaling. Now from there, look at the front of the mouth. Alright, so we can do 2 things. You walk with your toes a little bit towards your ankles and you come on the tips of your toes. Alright, now your right leg wants to kick forward in between the hands and your left knee stays bended. Yeah? So I show you maybe how I mean. So look forward while kicking that right foot through the arms. And so you sit like that. Okay, you can use here a block underneath your left sitting bone so that both sitting bones are equal. In my case, it would be very healthy to do that. But with Barbara, it's fine like it is. Alright, now lifting up the arms on an inhale. And then slowly on an exhale coming first forward. We do 1 breath deep in. And then lengthen fully forward, exhale. And we do 1 more breath, deep in. And then fully exhale. And slowly coming up already on your inhale, placing the hands behind you and gently lay your elbows on the floor. Or maybe even your shoulders on the floor. But really scoop your tailbone underneath you. So really your left sitting bone is coming towards your left kneecap. And your lower back you want to be close on the floor. Alright, so Barbara interlaces the fingers and lengthening out the arms, and so it gives a lot of space for the hand palms, a lot of space for the heart, and a lot of space for the lungs, so fully breathe in here. And a long exhale, we do 1 more, deep, deep, deeply in. And exhale, and we do the last one, okay? So full, deep inhale, and you're completely full, maybe in a different tempo than I'm saying. Then exhale everything out to the lower belly. So it's your breath and your tempo and your speed that you're using with the breath, but try to stretch it out, make it longer and deeper. Alright, so slowly, slowly coming up again. Elbows in the floor, coming up all the way, and then placing the hands in next to your knees, and slowly come to a downward facing dog in your own tempo, so that we can do the other side. Steady deep in, and exhale. Again, come on the tips of your toes. Bending the knees and keep on looking forward, and this time you lengthen while jumping your left foot in between. That's it. Again, you want to sit on the floor or on a block or on a book or whatever you have, or have a blanket, and then on an inhale you want to lift up the chest so you can bow forward on an exhale. We stay only 2 breaths here, steady in. And exhale. And 1 more, deep in. And exhale. And already slowly coming up on your inhale, placing the hands next to your hips, your elbows on the floor, scooping the tailbone under, bringing the lower back close to the floor. Interlace your fingers if you feel like, or just lengthen out the fingertips, that's fine as well. And breathe very deep. You can see here Barbara's foot is flexed, so very, very nice. You can do that as well. Sometimes we forget to flex the foot. So what we're actually doing here is opening the psoas muscle, which is all the biggest and the longest muscle in our body. It's coming all the way from the knee to the ribs. So it's an important preparation if you do back bends. Steady in and full exhale. And let's do one more, a very, very, very deep in. And slow down while exhaling everything out to the lower belly. Okay, from there gently, gently, bringing yourself up again. Placing your hands next to your knees, step, jump or fly to a Chaturanga Dandasana or a down dog. And an inhale, up dog. And a downward facing dog on your exhale. Okay, look at the front of the mat again. Calm again on the tips of the toes, lifting the sitting bones even higher, looking forward. And maybe walk, step or jump with the knees in between the thumbs. So now we do both legs. First take the flesh of your calves a little bit out. Sit yourself down in between the heels. And then gently, gently walk yourself backwards. It's quite intense. So careful here for the knees. You don't want to have too much pull on your knees. If so, then take it easy. You don't never want to hurt yourself. And especially also not the knees, of course. They're very complicated joints, so be aware at home. Be aware anyway. Take care of your body. And then breathe yourself through this quite intense position for some of us. Steady and deep in. Soften the jaw and the eyes each time you exhale fully everything out. And two more, steady and very, very, very deep in. Exhaling everything out so that your belly button is falling in at the exhale at the end. And then exhaling. Alright. Placing your hands next to your toes, gently, gently, coming up. Placing your hands in front of the knees and come to a high plank. Steady deep in. And into a down dog on an exhale. Okay, or a Vinyasa. Inhale, lifting up. And down dog, exhale. And placing your elbows into the floor. Yes, steady in. And exhaling. And then come from there to a low plank. So that means that you walk with your feet backwards. Yes. And let's lengthen out the ankles, so we stay here a short time. So let's make it really intense, so that you really feel that core. So really tuck your tailbone under, lengthen your ankles as far down as you can, open the toes as wide as you can, open the hands as wide as you can, and lengthen the crown of the head as well as long as you can. So make yourself as long as possible. One more, steady deep in, and then slowly, slowly coming down to the floor again. Alright, forehead on the floor, or forehead on the mat. Lengthen your arms forward. Yes, and then gently on your inhale, lift the chest with the hands forward and up. And then lifting also the feet, and let's stay here, 5 breaths, deep in. And 1. Steady in. And 2. Hang in there, steady, 3. And exhale. And one more inhale. It's too heavy, and then slowly. Oh, 3, I thought 5, okay. And then slowly on your exhale coming down. I lost count. Okay. Roll yourself on your back here. So you lay on your back for bridge pose, placing the feet very, very solid into the floor. With your fingertips, you press on your ankles first, and then you place your ankles a little bit in front of your fingertips. Now shoulders must be in the floor as well, and upper arms as well. And then on your inhale, you're going to lift the hips as high as you can. Really tuck the tailbone, interlace the fingers, and lengthen your arms out long. Feel the roof of the mouth so that you can lengthen from the roof of the mouth all the way to the crown of the head. We stay here a little bit, steady in and full exhale. And one more deep in And exhale, either stay here or bring your knee up. Maybe first the knee up and then one leg towards the ceiling. Let's say the right leg first. So the knee up and then lengthen that leg. Make that leg really strong and lift the hips really high. That's it. Pressing your left foot strong into the floor. Keep on breathing, flexing the toes. Lovely. Steady in and exhale. Lifting high up, deep in. And then placing your feet back to the floor. Alright, other leg. Knee up. And lengthen out. Strong leg, steady in. And exhale. And 2 more, deep in. And exhale. And slowly coming down, keeping the hips up. Placing your hands next to your ears. This. Elbows a little bit in. Alright, and maybe you're ready to make a full Urdhva Dhanurasana. Lengthening out the legs, lengthening out the arms. It needs a little bit time this morning, early in the morning. Oeh, de matje is te glad, hè? Mat is very slippery. Maybe you do it off the mat. The floor is less slippery. Maybe this side. Yeah. Alright, so Barbara got a new mat here at the yoga temple for 25% korting. So if you want a new mat, you come here to the yoga temple. They are very cheap. Alright. So lengthen out. Lovely. Is that better, Barbara? Yeah. Yeah? Alright. Straighten the legs. Straighten the arms. Deep in. And exhale. Stay as long as you can without harming your body, of course. But try to find a little bit how long you can stay. Maybe you feel the change in your body. And slowly, slowly coming down. Lovely. Alright, and lengthen out the legs for a moment. You can come back to your new matje. Yes, and then bringing the knees up. Giving yourself a hug. A cozy hug. Open the arms. Gently, gently bringing the knees to the right side for a twist. Deep inhale. And exhale. And 2 more inhale. Exhale. And more inhale. Exhale. Slowly bringing the knees up. Bringing the knees to the other side. Inhaling, open the left ribs. Exhale. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. 1 more, stay deep in. Exhale. And slowly, slowly bringing the knees up. So either you can do a headstand here, or you can bring your legs all the way over the head into, what is it? Alasana, yeah. So Barbara is going to do a headstand, because she feels like it. I'm going to explain you. So first she takes the t-shirt into her trousers. That means that you can see. Alright. Then she's coming on hands and knees. Let's first on hands and knees. Let's show it easy. Yes. And then she's placing the elbows straight on the floor under her shoulder. So it's a 90-degree angles. The elbows are under the shoulders. She interlaces her fingers and she presses her wrists into the floor and her elbows into the floor. Then tuck your toes under, lifting up the hips, make the legs really, really strong, and then with strong legs, lift up one by one the legs, or maybe 2 legs at the same time. Alright. So she's doing 2 legs at the same time, straight. I'm doing it a little bit different, I will show you as well. So the elbows under the shoulders, the wrists in the floor, you interlace your fingers, toes into the floor, lengthen out the legs, bringing your hands Bringing your head against your hands and gently walk with your toes towards your elbows. I lift up one leg as high as I can, lifting it a little bit higher so that my other leg also wants to come. So straight legs. Yes. And open the toes. I forgot one thing, which is my t-shirt. And slowly, slowly bring the feet down in your own tempo. And come to a child's pose. In your own tempo, very important, the child's pose after your headstand. Resting the forehead, melting the shoulders. Take your time here. So I also show you the shoulder stand. The shoulder stand is very simple. You bring your feet over the head, interlace maybe your fingers. And then you can lift up the legs, so you stand on your shoulders. And if you're coming down from shoulder stand, placing your hands into the floor, you come to a fish pose, which means your legs are straight, elbows in the floor, the throat. If you just come out of your headstand and maybe bring yourself into a asana, bring yourself on the floor. If you are in fish pose, then also yourself into a savasana. Take your time in savasana, relaxing the body. No matter what time it is of the day, you close your eyes just for a moment. Feel the aliveness in your body. Feel the aliveness in millions and millions and billions of cells that are into the body. That's it. Jaw, forehead. Forehead really smooth. Slowly start to deepen again. Exhale. Again, deep inhale. Exhale. Bringing your arms over your head on an inhale so that you can lengthen yourself out. Exhale. Giving yourself a nice long stretch. From there, you can lay on your right side. Gently, gently come to a sitting position. So again, it's a short meditation. The awareness to the body. If you want to block, you can use a block or a blanket so that your knees are a little bit lower. So make sure that your seat is comfortable. Let the eyelids sink down and very long. For a moment, feel the space in between the eyebrows. Space you can observe the rest of your body. You can observe the energy in your hands and your arms. You can observe the energy in your feet and your legs. Maybe even feel the space even lower than between the pubic and sacrum. Let the energy rise up. Towards the heart space, towards the throat, towards your forehead, crown, to the rest of the body. From there, gently placing your hands in front of the heart into a namaste. Just tune in with each other again. 3 times in all. First exhale everything out. Give yourself a huge deep inhale. You can bow your head towards your heart, or you can bow forward for the love that we have always within us, within our hearts. And slowly, slowly, rolling yourself. Thank you. Namaste, have a beautiful day.